I suppose I just wanna be successful.
Hey everyone, it's Charles Ngo. I'm back with another video. It's been a while. I've been busy traveling, and right now I'm actually on vacation, but I thought to myself, there's such a great background, why not do a video and share the view with you guys. So for today's video, I want to talk a little bit about success. This is a favorite topic of mine. I mean, I've been studying it for over a decade, and I blog about it. I help people out with it, and you know, I'm 30 years old. I think for a 30-year-old, I'm doing pretty well for myself. So one thing I've noticed is I've studied different people who are successful in life, and there are certain fundamental principles of success. Okay, it doesn't matter if you're Tiger Woods, Muhammad Ali, Elon Musk, Bill Gates. A lot of them have these certain patterns, these fundamentals that they have in common. So that's what I'm trying to share with you guys today in this video. So let's get right into it. The very first thing that's important is, if you want to be successful, you have to understand what is success. Okay, success is not just making a lot of money and having nice cars. The definition of success is different for each person. For me, my definition of success is two things. Freedom. You know, it doesn't matter how much money I make. What's most important to me is the ability to go where I want, to do what I want. So being independent is important for success for me. So if I was a Wall Street stockbroker, I made $500,000 a year, but I had to work 100 hours a week. That's not really a successful job in my opinion. I'd rather make $100,000 a year, but have the freedom to travel anywhere. So what if for you the definition of success is spending time with your friends and family? It doesn't make sense to have a business that takes 80 hours a week, because that takes time away from your friends and your family. So in order to be successful, you have to figure out what is success, so you can head directly to it. Because if you don't know where you're going to go, you're not going to get there. Second tip I have for success is, there's this quote I love. It's a Chinese quote. You are the 5 people that you surround yourself with. So think of it this way: if your 5 closest friends smoke weed, most likely you're going to smoke weed too. If your 5 closest friends are degenerate gamblers, then well, you're probably going to be a gambler too. So why not choose your friends and who you surround with? And for me, I like to surround myself with winners. So all my closest friends, everyone is doing well in their lives. Okay, everyone reads, they own businesses, they do well for themselves. So that's something to consider. Surround yourself with people that you want to be like, who can support you and help you out. On the same note, it's very important to get rid of all the critics, all the haters in your life. So anyone that has negative energy, I don't associate with. I cut them off in person. I block them on Facebook, block them on Twitter. It doesn't matter. You're going to have haters. You're going to have critics that don't necessarily agree with what you do, and they'll actually try to sabotage and pull you down or discourage you. So those people, forget about them. They don't matter. Alright? Number 3, you have to read. You have to learn. So I graduated from university, graduated from Georgia Tech. I have a degree. But the best education I got is from my Kindle. There is no excuse not to learn, because all the information out there is for free. You don't have money for books? Go to a library. There's free PDFs, there's free blogs online. There's no excuse. You want to learn how to program? Code Academy. You want to learn graphic design? YouTube videos. There's so much free information out there. You don't have any excuse not to learn. For me, I read every single day for 30 minutes. You make this a habit. Now everyone thinks, okay, 30 minutes is really not going to make that much of a difference, but what if you read every single day for 30 minutes for over 10 years like I have? That's a few hundred books. And these principles have helped me go through breakthroughs, because I don't have time to make all the mistakes in the world. I don't have time to go through as many failures and experiments as possible. So why not just pay $10 and learn from someone else? Number 4. This is the part where most people get stuck on. It's like, what do I do? How do I come up with a business idea? And I don't have an exact answer for that, but I have some tips that can help you out with this. Number 1, the first thing I've noticed is passion is overrated. People are always telling you, follow your dreams, do what you're passionate about, and that's horrible advice. If you told me that at 18 to follow my passion, then I'd probably be trying to make it in the video game world, or I just didn't have a lot of passion back then. And what if you're very passionate about being a karate instructor? So you've been studying karate your whole life, but you open up a karate studio and it fails. Why? Because you didn't do your market research properly. Maybe people in your neighborhood don't want to learn karate, or maybe there are 10 or 20 other karate instructors. So what's more important for me is finding something that makes money. And what happens is, once you get good at it, once you make money, you start developing and you start cultivating passion. Okay. Next is go where the puck is heading. Who's more likely to be successful? Someone that becomes an advertiser in newspapers, or someone that becomes an advertiser in mobile phones? Most likely the one in mobile phones. Why? Because that's where the industry is heading. Newspapers, it's dying. Okay, so if you're entering a dying industry, it's not really going to help. So for me, I like to look at industries that have a lot of potential growth for the future. And the last tip I have, guys, it's not about having a great idea. It's more about the execution. Okay, think about when Google came in. Their idea was to start a search engine. Was that unique? No. There were plenty of other search engines before, like Yahoo or Alta Vista. What was the difference? Their execution. Think about the iPhone. iPhone came in, and there were plenty of other cell phones, but they revolutionized and changed the game. Why? Because of their execution. So I've learned, don't worry about the competition. Focus on the execution. Outperform everyone else. So there's a lot of people who want to be successful. They talk, and they don't do anything. I call these people entrepreneurs because they want it, but they're not willing to work for it. So you want to be successful, you have to ask yourself, how are you spending your time? How are you spending your money? So if you're talking about success, but on the weekends you're blowing all your time and your money at the clubs, I mean, you don't really want to be successful. Okay, your time should be spent on learning. Your time should be spent on networking. Your time should be spent taking action for your business. Second thing is money. I mean, money is a source of power. With money, you can buy books. With money, you can buy help, employees, virtual assistants. With money, you can invest it in your business. So, look, anyone can talk about how much they want to be successful, but where are you putting your time? Where are you putting your money in each day? Next, habits control your destiny. Did you know that 40% of our habits each day is automatic? So we're going through the day, 40% of it, we don't really think about it, we just do it. Like in the morning, I wake up, I brush my teeth. I don't really think about it. I don't really have that much motivation. I just do it because I've been doing it for like 25, 24 years. So knowing this, you can actually shape and control your habits. So that's what I do. Each month, I have a new habit I'm trying to cultivate. At the same time, I'm thinking to myself, what bad habits do I have that I want to cut? For instance, I'm on Facebook too much. I'm on Twitter too much. So I've come up with a game plan to kind of cut down on usage. Instead, I've replaced them with more productive habits, like I'm trying to stretch more, or I'm trying to read more. So think about that. Most of your behavior each day you do automatically. So why not just sit back and think, how can I shape this? Next is focus on the process, not the result. I was talking with a guy the other day, and he wanted some advice on how to gain muscle. And for him, his problem is he gets really excited. He works out for a few weeks. He doesn't see any muscle. He doesn't see the change in the mirror, so he feels demotivated and he quits. And this is quite common for a lot of people because they want to see the results. They don't have the patience. A big mental shift I had is to focus on the process. So for gaining muscle, I didn't care about the result. I didn't really look at the mirror. I didn't look at the weight. Instead, I looked at what I had to do each day to gain the muscle. So that means I slept 8 hours a day, went to the gym 4 times a week, and I ate 5 meals a day. I only focused on that. So when I went to the gym, that was my success, not the muscle. So I kind of shifted my mindset, because if you're just tracking your weight, what does that really do? What's important is the actions that you're taking in each day. So you want to be successful, figure out what 3 actions you have to do, what 3 habits you have to do each day, and just track it. Start doing it. Next one, very important. Take control of your health. Sleep at least 7 hours a day. Eat properly. That means no processed foods. Get more veggies in. Drink a lot of water. And last, get some exercise in. So here's what I've noticed. Health is a competitive advantage. It really is, because a person that takes care of their health could have the energy to work 16 hours a day. Someone that's kind of overweight, smokes, doesn't have good sleeping habits, drink a lot, well, they could probably only work 8 hours a day before they're tired and exhausted. It's pretty simple. And I've learned as I've gotten older, what's the point of all this if you can't enjoy it? What's the point of making all this money if you're going to die at 50 years old from a heart attack because you didn't take care of your health? So look, it doesn't matter where you're at right now. I don't care if you're obese, you're fat, whatever. Just do what is in your control. Because the only thing we have control of is our efforts each day. What we do each day to make a difference. Number 9, guys, focus. Don't jump around. It takes years to be a master at something. Now, what have I been doing for the past decade? I've been an internet marketer. I started my second company where I train affiliate marketers, so I'm in the same industry. By focusing on the same one, I've kept climbing the ladder. I've become a master of my industry. So I've had other friends, they're always jumping around. I had one friend, he's one year he's an affiliate marketer, next year he's in real estate, next year he's playing poker, next year he's starting his dropshipping business. The problem is, since he's switching around all the time, he doesn't really take time to master something. What about right now? Are you trying multiple businesses? Well, how can you compete against someone that is focusing 100% on their business while you're only focusing 20% or 25%? When you're constantly doing many things, right, you're multitasking, it's not as productive because there's these switching costs. So figure out what you want to do. It doesn't matter what you want to do. Don't worry about making a mistake. Just do it. And over time, if you have a better idea, then you can switch. But the idea is you have to dedicate yourself to something. Last one. This is very important. Okay? Thinking time. For me, I am not interested in outworking the competition. I'm not interested in working 16 hours a day. Why? If you're working 16 hours a day, you can't go on sick vacations like this. I'm working 16 hours a day, I can't see my girlfriend. 16 hours a day, I can't watch fucking anime. Okay, like, I want to live a life. So, since I can't outwork the competition, I have to compensate for it. I compensate for it by outthinking the competition. Let me tell you a little story about efficiency versus effectiveness. Now, there was a man who had a shoe factory, and he makes about 200 shoes a day. So he decided he wanted to increase the efficiency of his business. So he invested in a new factory, hired more workers, came up with some new strategies to increase how fast he can create these shoes. Well, now he's up to making 500 shoes a day. Problem is, 6 months later, none of these shoes are selling. Why? Because he didn't do the right things. He didn't do market research. So these 500 shoes that he's making, no one wanted to buy it. It wasn't in style. It wasn't in demand. Second, he did no marketing on it. So it would have actually been better to do the right actions. Let's say he maintains 200 shoes a day, but he does his marketing right. He did a market research right. So his 200 shoes a day are selling out. It doesn't matter how many shoes you make if you can't sell it out. That's the point I'm trying to tell you guys. Instead of just working, sit back and think. Strategize. Because here's something I've learned. 1 hour of thinking time can save 4 hours of work. So that's it. That's 10 strategies. I'm going to go through them real quick. First thing is, you have to define what success is for you. Second is, who are you surrounding yourself with? If you surround yourself with losers and bums, well, you're going to be a loser. Surround yourself with winners. Find a mentor if you can. Okay. Number 3, always be learning. Always be reading. Always be learning. There's so much free resources on the internet. You want to learn from me? CharlesNGO.com. Over 100 free articles. Okay. Number 4, how do I come up with a business? I don't have a proper solution for that, but look, it's not about the idea. It's about the execution. Okay, and second, don't just follow your passion. Follow what the market wants. Next thing you have to do, you have to ask yourself, how do you spend your time and your money? Habits control your destiny. All right, so what are you actually doing each and every day? Well, don't just let it be automatic. Actually think and control it. Next, focus on the process, not the result. Not the result. Okay, don't be so oriented on the goal. Just each time you achieve the action, the process, that's a victory in and of itself. Take care of your health, guys. Eat well, drink a lot of water, take your vitamins, don't drink alcohol, don't smoke, sleep well, exercise, because having good health is a competitive advantage if you have the energy to actually focus on your work. Next, it takes years to achieve mastery, okay? You can't be successful if you're switching what you're doing every single month or every single year. Don't have a business ADD, okay? Don't be an entrepreneur. Actually focus on something, dedicate yourself to something, believe in yourself, and do it. And the last one is think. Okay, so I'm not a tall guy, I'm not a strong guy. My advantage in life is this, my thinking muscle. Okay, so I'm always cultivating my brain. I'm always taking time out the day just to think. So I'll just grab a pencil and a paper. Here's my idea. I'll just sit down, I'll brainstorm, I'll think. Because an hour of thinking can save 4 hours of work, if not more. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys like what I have to say, go to charlesnglo.com. There's plenty of free articles. I'm dedicated to helping you guys out. So thank you. Have a great day. If you guys have any questions, feel free to contact me.